I've fixed everything. Like, we're never having an issue ever fucking again.
Not with the technicalities, I guess.
Oh my God, stop. Bro, stop calling me.
Ugh.
Hello? And welcome to Did You Mean to Say That? The podcast where we did not mean to say that. I'm your co-host, Erin.
I'm your co-host, Bobby. And it's been a minute.
Oh my God, it has.
It's been 2 weeks.
I forgot that until you got here, that we didn't film last week at all.
No, there's so much to catch you guys up on.
Bitch.
None of them good. Mind you. No, there's some good things that have happened.
Sure.
My topics are like buzz cut, depression, Lord.
Buzz cut is one of my topics. Can we have a reveal?
Yes, you guys bullied me into this. Just kidding. Okay, so.
No matter what you think, you're wrong.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, great. Well, I also got a weird sunburn from Pride from wearing my hat backwards. You see it?
I got a sunburn on my neck in the shape of this necklace.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's gone now. It's more like tan, but the first day it was literally burnt to a crisp and then just a white line with a little circle. And I was like,
Slay.
Slay?
Yeah, mine's not slay, if you can see.
It's so...
It'll go.
It'll
was like
be gone
really
tomorrow
bad.
morning.
But, I mean, so Brennan was texting me on my way home from camp. And we'll get to the whole camp of it all. But I was saying, like, what did I say? I'm going to find it. So just pause for a sec, I guess. Oh my God, we've been texting. Okay.
I love cutting someone off and then not cutting it off.
Oof. Okay, wait.
I just zoned out so hard I forgot where I was.
Oh, perfect, because I was finding the message.
I forgot where it was.
So I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
So
back.
So Brennan said, we were talking, he texted me randomly when I was on the way home from camp about like this like hot pitcher that was like playing the Reds and like
Period
whatever.
slay.
So we were talking about the guy's mustache, whatever. And then he said, I said like, I'm not really like about to be in my mustache era, but maybe one day. And he said, buzz your hair and grow a goatee. And I said, I actually am going to buzz my hair, like maybe tonight. And he said, finally succumb to the pressure of the viewers, huh? I said,
I had no idea he watched.
I said, I'm sorry, you've been watching the podcast?
Whoops.
He said, maybe. And then we were just talking about the buzz cut, whatever. And he said that he was like super worried that it would tell us who was watching, which I wish it did, but it doesn't.
Please.
I've tried. I was investigating one day, like who's watching. No. Anyway, I did buzz my hair. I succumbed. And okay, I don't hate it. I don't like it. I think I look good, and everyone has told me it looks good.
Like it's like if it just looked good, it would be one thing, but it's like crazy as fuck. Like most people are sexually attracted to you at this point.
I would say so.
Like, and not that they weren't before. I just feel like it took you from like cute and pretty to like fucking hot and sexy. Like I would fuck you right now. There's no question about it. Stop.
Cut the
Don't
camera.
look at me
Cut
like
the
that.
camera's dead ass.
You can't you can't like, it's to the point where like you can't joke about like the Taylor shit anymore. Like,
Oh, because it's you now?
well, that, and I will get jealous, but like she'll be like, let's go in the bathroom. Like it's like getting like,
The problem is
not funny anymore.
the sunburn, so I will be putting my hat back on for this ep specifically.
I promise to God, like I would never look at you and think that you were sunburnt. Like,
I know, but now that
I'm
I
not
said it,
perceiving
people are going to
that.
be zooming in.
Who?
Pop Crave? I don't know. Anyway, where do we even begin? I did buzz my hair. It felt, okay, it felt very liberating. I was listening to Man of the Year by Lorde the whole time.
Okay.
The first one was scary because
The first.
I was like, I can't.
What have I
No
done?
going back now.
That's kind of how me and Marissa both were when we went through like the first phase of this. We like unveiled it and we were both like about to throw up. Like, and when she spun me around and I had my eyes closed and it was like a reveal to me as well. Like
It's
I had no
shocking.
idea. And I was like, Marissa, like I can't open my eyes. Like I'm literally fucking scared. And then obviously we all slayed. So
Yeah. And we'll continue doing our best.
just couldn't look better. Like,
Well, thank you.
It really is giving Anthony from Queer Eye, and there's no way around it. There isn't.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Everyone has said it looks great. So I'm just going to take everyone's word for it.
Crazy.
I will be growing my hair out again, but I'm going to keep it my natural color.
Okay, yeah.
For a minute. And then one day, I'll dye it
Buzz it again. Oh.
And then buzz it.
Yeah, who cares? Like,
I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
As a man, I just feel like men should experiment more with their hair. Because, like,
in 3
what
weeks.
are you growing, an inch? And then, like, buzz it, dye it, bleach it, shave it. Who gives a fuck?
Literally.
They literally don't care.
Pull it, twist it.
Flick it, spin it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could either go into the Lord of it all, or we could go into Pride from there. It's kind of up to you.
Well, there's like more, but before that I need to get into.
Well, yeah, chronologically, but I just mean like flow wise.
Okay, Lord's album came out.
Okay, and one of my topics is, can you explain what's going on here? Like I'm 5.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, I thought this was like a Lord thing.
That is just an X-ray. Her album cover is an X-ray. I don't think that has anything to do with her.
This is like a dick in like
that's
a stomach.
That's gonna go ahead and not be Lord's album.
Okay, so maybe this was just like a meme of it. I thought this was like an image that she released. Like I knew it wasn't the album cover, but I thought it was like a post or like something, and I was so fucking confused.
I will say this is...
I'll insert this for those of you wondering. It's just simply a giant dick inside of a pelvis and sternum.
Yeah, that's not her, but
cool.
Brooke did send me this insert from her thing, and it's just fully her pussy.
Nice.
Can I say pussy on here?
Girl. Kind of one of my topics, though. We'll circle back.
Okay, great. Okay, so I went to an early release party. I use the term party loosely.
Holy shit, it's been so
Only
long.
one of us was partying, and it was me. So, like in the group.
Only one person there.
Yes. Okay, so
it was an album listening for the rest of them.
Yes.
For you, it was an album release party.
Yeah. So she put out a bunch of record stores that were going to play it on that Wednesday beforehand. And I was like back and forth because I had music bingo, and I was like, I'm going to be late to bingo. But I was like, but this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to hear like one of my
100%.
favorite artists' album like early. I was like, I'm going to go. So I drive up to Troy, Ohio.
Where's that? Who knows?
Really cute.
Aw.
Who the fuck knew? They have this whole
Never heard
like
of
town
it.
square with like restaurants and like bars. So I went to Agave and Rye, sat at the bar, was absolutely queening out with the bartender. Cute. I told you guys this, but all I ate, because I had already eaten like an early lunch, I got a side of fries with like a side of ranch. She's like, you're gonna love our ranch. It's like made in house, whatever.
Fuck.
Then she was like, well, this other sauce is really good too. It was like a ranch with like a barbecue. And she was like, and also this other, she just kept bringing me all the sauces. And I was like reviewing them,
activity.
Having such a good time, queening out. The Agave and Rye in Troy has a full arcade in the back, and all the games are free.
Oh!
I was like, hello?
I like very famously hate Agave and Rye. I think it's like one of the worst restaurants in the world. But I'm really anti tacos and marg places. Like I'm like, if we get one more fucking tacos and marg place, I'm gonna blow my fucking brains out. Especially because they're all just like gentrified, white, Mexican, Americanized, and it's like, do we need 50 of them? I don't think so.
No, I could go without cannoli.
And I do love their burrito tacos, but their queso like disgusts me to my core. It is like they poured it out of a jar and then let it sit for a couple minutes and then brought it out. Like
totally
cold, gluey, disgusting.
Well, luckily I didn't get that.
But I didn't know about the fries or the sauces, which sound amazing.
They call them duo fries, and I was like, what does that mean? Because they're waffle and normal mixed into one. Oh, honey, I was living.
I like that.
Then this couple came in.
I tried again.
Tweeted all about this, but this couple came in and they were queening out. They're like, we're bar crawling. And I was like, it is 2 p.m. Mind you, I'm drinking bourbon. It was Bourbon Wednesday or Whiskey Wednesday. Them. So I'm like getting hammered, no pun intended, to the first track on Lord's album.
Which is what?
Hammer.
Oh, cute.
And anyway, turns out they're having an affair. So I was like not vibing with them anymore. But the bartender, I had a great time.
I don't think you should say turns out. I think you should get into that.
Oh, okay. So first thing that happens is she answers the FaceTime call and she's talking to like what is clearly her child.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like, did daddy like your outfit and stuff like that? So I'm like, whatever, didn't think much of it because like people are divorced or they just have baby daddies.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay. So then the baby daddy is on FaceTime with her and she tells him like she's like at Claire's or like her friend's
just
house.
lies in front of you.
Yeah.
And in front of your salad.
And even then I was like not thinking too much because I'm like, well, she doesn't owe him shit.
Yeah.
Well,
could
then,
be anybody.
Then the dude and her were talking, making out at Agave and Rye at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday, by the way.
Yeah.
And he says something about his wife to her, like in conversation. And I was like, hello. So I like peeped. He's fully wearing a wedding ring. She's not. And then so when I left, I was like, are you guys bar crawling for like a special occasion or like what's going on? And they like got so weird. And she just said, I'm just like visiting from Texas. His mistress.
She may not have been having an affair. That really still could have been.
Yeah,
her baby
she might
daddy.
not have.
But she did also lie, which is weird.
Lied.
So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that they were both having an extramarital affair with one another.
Totally.
On this trip from Texas.
And I was like, I was just trying to have a good day.
And who the fuck visits Troy, Ohio from Texas? Like, what are you here for, girl?
Well, him, clearly.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Right,
like, it was clear. Mm-hmm. Absolutely insane.
Insane. So then I go to the record store. I walk in. Not a soul is there. So I walk up to the guy and I'm like, I'm here for the Lord party. And me and him, he was so nice. And he was like, oh, cool. Like, no one's here yet, obviously. And I was like, word. And then right after that, people started pouring in. And it was like, we were all around like it was a very small shop, but amazing shop called Resignation Records. Go check it out. So we're all standing there in a circle, like kind of making awkward small talk. It was like me and these two gay guys that I'm so in love with both of them, would marry them, follow one of them on Instagram now.
Are they together?
No.
Oh, just like two
separate. They were
separate.
separate.
Okay.
The one guy was with his friend, the other guy was alone. So we're all just like queening out, talking about Lord, having a good time.
I'm obsessed with that.
But then it was just kind of weird. Like, he put on the record, which he had like the physical record, which is cool because they have like a nice record player in the store.
Yeah.
But like, we weren't dancing or like anything. We're all just standing there like sardines. It was hot as fuck in there. So like I start getting BO. I can smell it. And I was like, is there a bathroom? Like I just wanted to pee first of all. Then they had like body spray. So I was like spraying and I'm just like, this is. So me and the one guy were like queening out like during the songs like quietly.
Quietly queening out.
But it was like, I don't know if I would do it again.
Yeah. It's a little too intimate.
Yes.
Like, it's just like...
And I was happy to hear it, but I was like...
loving this song.
Just like... it was awkward.
Yeah.
But the guy who either owns or works at the record store could not have been nicer and like cooler.
I love that.
Yeah. And I like tagged them on Kiss 107 and I think he was like
Cute.
happy about that.
That's really sweet.
So yeah.
I would go to Troy, Ohio, like for fun.
No, we should. It's fun.
Try a little coffee shop, see what their little... scene is like. I don't know.
Not much, but it's very like cute.
Yeah.
But the album fucks. I'm listening to it on repeat.
I haven't listened to it at all.
It's really good.
It's never been my culture, but I feel like it's gonna be now. Mm-hmm. I just forgot about it. I've been preoccupied. I have been like not interested in new music lately, and I just feel like I accidentally really hyperfixated. I created a playlist of like all my like current favorite albums, and it's the only thing I put on at all times. Like even when I try and listen to my liked songs, I end up just skipping until one of the songs from that playlist comes on. Like I'm in a bad place musically.
Gotcha.
So I need to like get out of it somehow. But what's so funny is back to our fucking callback of Did You Mean to Say That we never do. My Discover Weekly this week. Absolutely fucking unhinged, bro. Like, first of all, it was like jazz soul, which was slay and I love, but it's just so, I was like, how did you guys come up with that for me? And like some of the artists, like I have their songs liked, like Al Green and like Otis Redding. And, you know, I love that shit like on occasion, and like I will say Otis Redding like touches a part of my soul, but I've never told Spotify that. Like I have like 3 songs by him liked and like rarely listen to them when they come on. I love them, but they don't know that. And the entire thing was that. And I was just like, what's going on? But then I'm listening to it and it's all very like yearning music.
Well,
and I'm like,
that's
maybe they know something I didn't.
scary.
Maybe they know something I don't. Like, I'm ready to yearn, you know?
I guess.
And like, I just want others to yearn. Like, it's all about the yearning for me.
I need to not be yearning.
Yeah, so we're on
personally.
different journeys.
I wonder what mine's saying. Probably like, kill yourself. Just
Here's the
kidding.
flip side of the Discover Weekly. It's all that, and then full-blown Disney Channel and musicals. A song from Frozen, a song from Hairspray, a song from another musical that I can't remember. Literally Zendaya, Demi Lovato, some like group Disney Channel shit.
You got the wrong bit.
And I was just like, I'm
me up.
disgusted. Like, I don't listen to the closest thing I listen to with this is like fucking Ariana Grande. Like, I have Olivia Rodrigo, I guess. Like, and I'm not even listening to her that much these days. Like, I was just like, first of all, I was astounded at the combination of those two things coming together. And I was also astounded that they like thought that would be good for me. I went through and like hid every song that was like that.
Damn.
And then there were like 2 normal songs. I'm literally not kidding you. Every single song was like jazz, soul, Disney, and then there were 2 songs that were like semi-normal.
Yeah, they literally had the wrong bitch.
It was
I would have eaten that up.
So confusing.
Not Zendaya, personally, but
It was Replay by Zendaya.
not my vibe.
I hated it because I don't fucking want to listen to Disney Channel music. I'm not 14.
Well, okay.
I mean, okay.
Sometimes I grew up on that shit.
Me too. So like Cheetah Girls, Cheetah Sisters, Cinderella, whatever the fuck. Fucking potential breakup song, hell yeah. But like,
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
What are we doing?
And you're not discovering anything.
no. Well, a lot of it was new to me because why would I listen to the Frozen 2, the musical soundtrack? I don't know.
Well,
It's not my culture.
mine
Like,
has Valerie by Amy Winehouse.
never heard it.
I've never heard that. And LA Love, parentheses, La La, featuring YG by Fergie.
Oh, London Bridge by Fergie was on there as well.
Oh.
Never heard that one.
It's new.
Really fucking weird.
Great song,
Anyway, that wasn't even one of my topics. And I don't know how to get out of that.
I just have so much.
I do too.
Great.
I have literally so much to say. It's unreal.
When we left off last, I was leaving here to go to the movies with Jake, and we saw How to Train Your Dragon. It was like pretty good.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because that is one of my topics.
Me and Jake.
No, in a completely different way. It's so funny.
Oh. It was fun. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
That was it. But we're still doing our flirty thing.
Who isn't?
Right. Me and everyone else, I guess. But
Yeah. So Jake and I also went to the movies last week and we saw Megan 2.0.
I heard it was awful.
Who the fuck told you that? They
Twitter.
are so wrong.
Oh, I never saw the first one.
Me either.
Oh, great.
I watched a like 20-minute recap of it before I left because like you really have to lean into the cunt culture of it all because it is like one of the cuntiest films of all time. Like
Okay,
it's
slay.
in no way is that film serious, but it also like is kind of good. Like
Okay.
but like for like my theater was cracking the fuck up. Like at one
Yeah.
point someone I think had to like leave because they were like choking. Like it was so fucking funny. She is just like she's reading these bitches for filth. Like it is her character is so fucking funny. Like
Okay.
it's just incredible, iconic. Unfortunately, the girl who voices her is like a psycho right-wing Trump freak, which sucks. Because it would be great if she was like a queer icon. It would be honestly amazing if she was a drag queen. Because it's giving like drag queen reading.
They had Megan do an interview with the interviewer who said the holding space thing.
Well, I am in queer media.
I am in queer media.
That sucks because that bitch is not in queer media. She's
But it was like
incel
the
red
doll
pill media.
with the girl's voice. Like it wasn't like the girl.
Yeah, but she's voicing that.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm surprised she even agreed to that. She's like so weird.
Ew.
I know,
hate
it's
her.
gross.
What is she, like 12?
I have no idea what she is and I don't care about her. I'm not giving her a platform anymore. However, the film, so fucking good. And like, I had been telling Jake for months, like, I will not be going to see that with you. I'm so sorry. Like, you'll have to find someone else. Like, that's not my culture. I do not understand it. I didn't see the first one. Like, I don't get it. Because I really thought it was supposed to be, like, horror.
No.
And it just flopped.
I think it's like macabre horror, right? Where it's like
yes,
cunty,
it's very
campy.
It's cuntissimo, if you will, and I will. And so we saw that, and then we did a double feature and saw Materialists, which is A24's rom-com, which they've never done before, with Dakota Johnson.
Oh, it's Brooke.
Answer, I guess.
But what if it's like...
I know, I'm scared. Just answer. Just vote. Just vote.
Hey.
Something so weird just happened, and we don't remember what we were talking about, but we had to take a
breather.
Take a long break and breather, and now don't know where we were. Pride, maybe?
Ugh.
Oh, God.
Just kidding.
It was fine.
I have no idea I think we were talking about Spotify still. Over
it.
that. I do want to talk about camping.
Oh, then do that.
Yeah, I would love to.
Way more exciting than Pride.
Sorry. So I went to camp.
No offense to gay people.
Yeah. I went to Camp Buckwood, which is an all gay male optional clothing optional resort. And I had such a good time.
And I wasn't allowed in. I tried.
She went there and they were like, take a hike,
Gotta
buddy.
go. Literally, and I did.
No, it was very fun. I like camped. Like when I tell people I'm going to gay camp, they're like, oh, like, and I'm like, no, like I'm in a tent. I'm dirty. Like I'm in a tent.
A tent is crazy.
It was really like fine.
Were you on like an air mattress or were you
Yeah.
like, okay.
Air mattress, blankets, so drunk it didn't matter. I could have slept on sticks. So basically it was so hot and sunny all weekend, so I was just like getting drunk by the pool. Everyone was all weekend.
Yeah, that's the heat. I wouldn't have been able to sleep.
No, but they have this pool that's totally shaded, so it's like a cold pool. No, the main one's like heated, but like I was in the cold one.
Yeah.
Made so many friends. Did a lot of things with those friends.
Totally. We ran into some at Pride.
Oh my God. Okay.
Not that you did anything with, but just friends, like actual friends that you made.
And I would have. That guy was hot, but
I didn't see him.
He was at the pool and we were like chatting and he was like, I need a cornhole partner, and I was like, say less. We totally won. I'm trying to find my
Mind you, I am in a
messages.
cornhole league that starts on Thursday.
At Rang Guys.
Yeah.
Fun.
So fun. I'm really excited. We're pretty good, I think.
So we have... Okay, so I'm in the pool one of the nights. I believe... Actually, let me back up. I get
Girl,
there...
is this the thing you sent me screenshots of when we're like a teaser?
Yeah.
Like
You can't even...
He sent me screenshots of whatever the fuck he's about to tell you guys, and like in no world could I even remotely piece together what, like, it wasn't a teaser at all. It was literally just like a... I don't know what. It's the most confusing screenshot I have in my phone.
Well, Thursday night is when we get there. I'm getting drunk. I'm having a great time. And then I went back up to the pool, like, kind of late night. And, like, I'm asking everyone. It was, like, my bit all weekend. Like, what's your favorite song?
Sorry, I'm looking for my little crystal.
The crumbled up one?
No, it's not. Bitch, what the fuck?
I heard it.
I did too.
I'm sure your neighbor did, too.
Fucking cut. Yeah.
I'm asking everyone what their favorite song is. We're all having combo. And then I got in, like, a kind of fight with this guy about Taylor Swift. I was, like, really, like... And this one guy had my back. I forget his name. But he was, like, really, like... No, like, I don't even listen to Taylor Swift. But she is so punk rock. Like, her attitude and, like, everything she's done for the industry. But, and this one guy was just not having it. So he fucked off.
I hate haters. Like, just, like, shut up, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason.
Yeah.
Like, who's an artist that, like, you really hate?
I can't really think of one that I, like,
I know.
despise.
Well, okay, I'm thinking, like, I hate Eminem. Like, straight the fuck up. I hate him.
Oh.
And it's fine if you don't.
I don't.
But, like, I'm not gonna sit and, like, talk to someone who loves Eminem about why they shouldn't like Eminem.
Totally.
Or even, like, the mailman, that's, like, his goat, which gives me the ick so bad, which he knows. But, like, I would never sit around and be like... We would have dialogue about, like, why I hate him and, like, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like...
Shut up.
Shut up. Like, no
Yeah.
one fucking cares.
So I was fighting about Taylor Swift, and then I went to the bonfire of the guy defending her, and we're all sitting around like a bonfire and so drunk. And then this beautiful man comes up, just kind of like, this is going to get very graphic, Dina, and any...
My queen.
Yeah, any viewers that don't want to hear about this, please
Just skip forward.
Skip ahead like probably 10 minutes because there's more. Starts just like stroking his dick, and this other guy starts sucking it while this other guy's trying to like talk to me in depth about like
Still music, Taylor Swift? Oh.
Music in general. And I'm just like...
Yeah.
And they walk probably like 10 feet to like, I guess one of the guys had like a little cabin, and I was like,
Oh, I love
and I was
that.
like, can I like watch or join? And they were like, yeah. So we're all doing
Cleaning
the things.
out.
I literally had my ass eaten under the Milky Way. Like you could see the stars. It was so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And the one, I love him. I'm going to give him a fake name. His name is Kyle. We'll just say Kyle.
Totally.
So cute.
I was
so
literally listening to a podcast while I was getting ready for this, moments before you got here, and the alias he gave to the guy who was telling the story about was Kyle.
It's always Kyle.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, so fun that I went to bed, and I was like, whatever. So Friday night, probably Friday evening, I'm in the pool, and this one guy, we'll call him Nick, which is what he called himself. Okay. I forget how we like first engaged, but we like somehow 9/11 came up.
As it does.
And he asked me if I've ever seen this video. I hope you have not, so you can see it for the first time. But he's quoting it left and right.
I've seen a lot of 9/11 memes and videos.
Like, you know recess therapy?
Yeah.
Okay. This little diva, this is how he describes it to me. Because, like, we're at the pool, like, we don't really have our phones, or, like, we're not, like, showing a video. He's like, this girl is on there, and she's like, I want to talk about 9/11. And she's like, yeah, I remember the plane crash. Yeah, it was bad. And she's like, I wasn't alive during that time. Like, her whole vibe is like, I'm so young. I could never be old like all these people. At one point, he's like, how do you know about 9/11? She's like, I met this girl. She's 9 years older than me. Her name's Imani. And she told me about it. Like, her whole vibe is like, 9/11 was so, like, ew. And I was...
It's so 2000.
Want to go on record and say I was not born yet because I'm so young. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Talk about anything else?
I'm gonna talk about 9/11.
Oh, tell me.
You remember the plane crash?
Yeah?
I wasn't born during that time.
Yeah, I was.
Plane accident was really hard.
Why do you know about this?
I met this girl, and she was 9 years old, and her name was Imani.
Are you in school?
Yes, I'm always in school, but I didn't go back to school yet.
Oh, because you've been a little sick.
Yeah, I had asthma.
What grade are you?
Threw up, and I'm in kindergarten.
I'm in
Talk about anything else?
I'm
kindergarten.
gonna talk about 9.
I'm
Oh,
in kindergarten.
my God.
So me and Nick, we'll call him, are queening the fuck out, crying, laughing about this. Like, just like giving each other like banter.
I wasn't born yet.
I wasn't born yet. And he's like 3 years older than me. Mm-hmm. And I just kept being like, yeah, you're
I wasn't
so
born yet.
old.
I'm in kindergarten.
And he was there with
I'm
his
obsessed.
partner, who has now already changed like stage names or like alias, because I was like, I'm definitely gonna talk about this. He was like, you have to use fake names. I was like, honey, I always do. What do you want your names to be? They gave me Nick and Norman, and then he said, text me Friday at 7. He changed his mind. He wants to be Niles. So his partner's name is Niles. They're both so cute, so fun. Like, we're just having the best time.
Yeah.
And then we hooked up, the three of us. So hot and fun. And then the next night. Oh, yeah. So the next night.
Saturday? Or this was all still Thursday?
No, yeah, Saturday.
Okay.
So Thursday was the two guys. Saturday was...
Friday was the two guys. Saturday was...
a reunion.
Stop.
I'm not kidding. Other than the one guy who I wasn't in love with. He was so nice. His name was Jason X. And he like was very sensitive about that. Because I was like, that's my ex's name. And whenever people would be like, what's your name? He'd be like, don't say it around him. It was so funny. He was very nice. But anyway. So last night, where I'm hanging out with Nick and Niles.
Niles.
And Kyle comes strolling by. And I'm like, well, this is perfect.
Yeah.
So it all happened yet again.
Wow.
But
with the 4.
It was a reunion. It was
Yeah.
very fun. Besides that, I did like every morning, because like it's morning. People are blasting music at like 9:30 a.m. and like Lloyd's like already awake. Like, they have like a nature trail that goes around like this lake. So like every morning I was like doing that for like an hour by myself, just circling it, like trying to heal.
One with nature.
Didn't work. But yeah, it was very fun. And then I got home and buzzed my head.
I love that.
Yeah.
Cathartic.
It was very cathartic.
Beautiful. You went to gay camp the weekend of the 19th through the 22nd.
Sure.
So Juneteenth, I did nothing. I don't remember anything that I did. But I will say that one of my friends texted me and said, just ran into Phyllis at Juneteenth Blockfest. My jaw was on the fucking floor.
Phyllis.
Which is like a run. I don't even know if she knows that that's a running joke, because someone called my ex that while we were here for my birthday, which is just so fucking funny. Obviously, his name is not Phyllis.
Right, right.
And so I don't know if she's like playing into that bit or if she still thinks that's his name. But then I watched her fucking story, and the person she went to the Juneteenth Blockfest with was a girl that he literally cheated on me with, basically. Like, not fully, but in my mind, you basically did. So, and she knows that. You have to watch Love Island.
That was
like,
one of my topics. How I'm not going to.
Fuck!
Here's the thing. I don't have an hour every day to do that.
It's only 5 days a week, and why don't you?
Because I don't want to. But I was texting Maddie about that earlier because she got into it because everyone was talking about it. So
we're just going to have a guest on.
Yeah, y'all can do that.
It just sucks, like, to have a podcast and not be able to talk about it because, like, there's no one in the world, I promise you, that they want to talk about this more than us on our podcast. Like,
Fuck.
It's the talk of the fucking town. It is taking over the literal
But now what? It's
world.
like 40 hours that I have to catch up on, probably.
Yeah, but you could skip so many of them.
I wouldn't.
And it's not 40. It's like 20.
I'll think about it.
24. 25 after a night.
Right. That's the thing is like... How,
you could
it's like,
easily watch like a YouTube recap and watch the last like 5 episodes.
I feel like if I went in, I would need to go all in. I'm not completely writing it off, but I'm just like, that feels so much.
It's a lot, but it's like, it's so easy to binge. Maddie texted me and Taylor and was like, should I like get into this? And we were like, girl, if you don't start right now, you're doing yourself a disservice. She went like 6 episodes prior to the current one and just like asked questions and we filled her in. Like,
okay, it's
really easy to get the gist. And the good thing about it is like people get voted off, new bombshells come in, so it's like the cast is changing a lot. Like there's still like the main girlies, but like I don't know, there's
what's it on?
They're only like, it's almost live. Like,
is it on Peacock?
Yeah,
I knew it.
It's like Big Brother.
That's never happened lately.
Too hot. I hate when it does that. The camera got too hot. We are so back, just like old times.
So back.
Take 1 week off and then
everything goes to shit.
Yeah. Genuinely no fucking idea what we were talking about when the camera got too hot and turned off.
I have no idea.
This is going to be a bit of a choppy episode because we have the memory of goldfish. I don't know. Fuck Huda for life. I don't give a fuck if she tries to redeem herself or not.
Agreed.
I do think Shelly's overreacting. Nico Landria for life.
Yeah.
And Sierra, call me.
Yeah.
Cosign.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Great.
I wrote down Girl the War, I guess.
Oh. Well, yeah. We're all fighting our own demons right now. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Well, I'm not about that, but
like
you should have seen how fast that topic just down her screen. I don't know what she did. She went.
yeah, we're either gonna go to World War III or we're not. We're all gonna die or we're not, or we're just gonna tear apart a country and we're all gonna be fine. Fuck Israel.
I don't co-sign that.
Fuck Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on?
I just don't have anything else to add to that.
True.
You
Do
know.
you have anywhere else to like go?
I do. I mean, I don't know. I'm like still struggling with the like, what am I going to talk about? What am I not going to talk about? Mm-hmm. Because like, I don't want to, but I do, and I don't.
Yeah, you mentioned that someone recently, I wish you could remember who, that would really help me, told you that they want us to talk about boys again, unfiltered.
Totally.
And us too, but...
Yeah. But it's been hard. I'll just say shit's been hard. With Levi, of course. As
Who
you all
else?
know. And I'm just like still dealing with it. So I'm trying to deal with it and get through the day, honestly.
Yeah.
He's a fucking asshole, but I love him. And so that's where I'm at. I don't even know where I'm at. Like, shit just is... I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah. And, what I will say is I wish that all of his friends watched this. Because I know for a fact that, like, they're getting his whole side of the story.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
And you can attest that I will also say shit that I've done. Like, I'm not just like, he sucks, he did this, blah, blah, blah.
You won't even say he sucks, so...
Well, you suck.
Yeah.
He's never gonna watch. But I wish they could watch. And I wish I knew that they would watch so I could be like, here's the truth.
Yeah.
And what he's telling you is not true because he acts like I'm this fucking psycho. But 2 days prior, he's telling me how much he loves me.
Of course.
So.
And that is like some... like that to me is like so juvenile. Like that type of shit is just like the type of shit some fuckboy that I dated when I was like 20 years old would
literally.
do. Like actually that is what happened to me at 20 years old. Like
yeah.
Getting dragged through the mud publicly is crazy, but like to the people that we know, to the people that he knew, and then behind closed doors being like, obviously this is an extreme case because he was truly a psychopath, but like, don't talk to anyone else, you're mine forever, love you so much, like and then one, fucking other bitches, and two, acting like I was fucking psycho when I would like
reacting.
Yeah, when I would crash out over like him fucking another bitch or like seeing him somewhere and like crying like when you're literally in my phone an hour before the party,
I love
being
you.
like, I love you, and then I show up and you're like with some other bitch at the party and everyone's like, why is she freaking out? They broke up months ago. Like,
that's the thing for me is we're not together. He loves saying we're not together. And I'm like, we were together.
We were together enough.
Last night.
We were together enough.
Yeah. So I'm grappling with that, and it's very hard because I'm obviously still invested emotionally. So like when he gives, I take it and I hold on to it, and it means something way more to me, clearly. And then the switch is scary, really.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who? Anyway.
Who the fuck was that guy?
No, literally. A day ago. So, I don't know.
No, I get it. I used to get a lot of we're not together when I would bring shit up.
It's the worst.
With my ex, like with my, not even like my psycho ex. Like when we were on and off for 2 years, it was very much like anything I would bring up at the end of the day, we're not together. So
it's like, yeah, because
what do you
of
have
you.
to say about it? Yeah.
First of all, and second of all, that, I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. That means all of my feelings are invalid. You're so right.
Yeah.
And I'm the crazy one.
I think at the end of the day, like I said, easier said than done, obviously, but like in our first episode post breakup, if he doesn't want to be with you, he doesn't want to be with you. And that's it. Like there's no like secret underlying, like, I know that you do, but like you just can't succumb to your, like, even if you know all that's true, the reality is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Like men are very they'll tell you exactly what's going on. Like, men are very simple creatures. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like as women, we like project because we are a little more complicated. Like, I will say one thing and do another. Men will just straight up tell you who they are and what they're thinking and like what's going on. Like, obviously they feel things that they don't express, which is frustrating. But like at the end of the day, if he's saying we're not together, honey, we're not together.
Yeah.
Like, and he's acting like we're not together.
For sure.
You can do whatever you want, but he's not together.
Yeah.
So you got to take them at their word sometimes. Unless they're a lying piece of shit, then it's like believe men, but don't believe men. You know what I'm saying?
And it is confusing when one day we are
Yeah.
having, like, it's not even just like, oh, we're fucking and just like hanging out. It's like, I love you. We're slow dancing in my living room, like the whole nine.
Yeah.
And then the next day, like, we're not together. And I'm like, I will kill you.
Yeah, I think that's just like crazy. So, but it's like he will do that as long as you let him. So
That's the thing. So,
that's the only thing.
and easier said than done to stop letting them. So that's what I'm trying to work on. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've been not loving life,
Oh,
to
honey.
say the least.
Same.
Genuinely getting through every day. And I have like great moments. Like I'm queening out with you right now. Like I feel good once I'm here, but it's like the building up. Like I have to leave my house, and like when people text me, it's like I don't feel like, oh my god, so and so texted me. It's like I have to reply and like shit like that. And like it's not always like that. Like it is really different day by day. Like I have moments of like great empowerment, and like I feel like I am moving through it the best I can. But again, as long as I let him do this, I'm not gonna heal.
No, I mean, it's just gonna be like this until it's not. Like it just.
And yeah.
We've all been there. You know what you need to do. You can't
Not yet.
until you can.
And one day I will be able to.
Yeah.
And I know that. But
Totally.
I've never been in this situation because usually it's like a clean break. And I've also never like had this long of a relationship and shit. So it's like,
Yeah.
but like when it is like very
Yeah,
much,
I get it.
yeah. When it is very much like, here's my whole heart for one night. And then the next day, like, you're crazy for feeling weird that I was mean to you.
Oh, I hate that. Because again, very different. My boyfriend was abusive, psychopath.
We want to be clear,
Cutting
not
this.
this past one.
Yeah, cutting this, but addict. I think that plays a role. Alcohol always plays a role. Very much like whole heart. Like I will never forget one time we were fucking on his bedroom floor. He started sobbing while we were fucking. Just completely broke down emotionally. Like, I am so fucking sorry I've treated you like this. I can't even, like, you are the love of my life. Like, I cannot believe I have put you through all this. And I'm sitting there like, girl, it's fine. Like, calm down. Like, get out of me first before you have this. And then literally, like, seconds later, just.
And I don't even think they don't mean it in the moment. I think they have little glimpses of like, I do, but then they're like,
I think it's borderline personality disorder. That's what his therapist diagnosed him with.
oh, him.
Yeah, and also he was a genuine addict, alcoholic,
Right,
the whole
right.
nine. So, but like, I mean, we were together for so long. Like, I knew that man inside and out. Like, I would like watch it happen in real time. Like, he was truly insane. Like, it was really crazy. Like, he would go from like fucked up, enraged, like psychopath to just like, all right, you want to play a game or what? And I would just be sitting there like, oh my God,
Yeah.
like, are you going to kill me? Like,
Right. Maybe.
and he tried.
Yeah. I have to pee. So.
Yeah, I too had a tough weekend.
Are you gonna?
Sure. So, yeah, I'm sitting in my car. I look at my ex's Snapchat story. He is at the riverfront projector like movie night thing that they do. I just lost it. Because it's like...
Yeah, no shit.
Here's the thing. First of all, the projector thing hits a little close to home, quite literally, because it was our backyard, and I did ask to go down. Like, we lived on the... Like, we had to walk downstairs to be at that.
No, dead ass.
And I asked multiple times to go to that, and I've never been, so, and neither has he. And the first time that he's ever been was with not me, when that was our backyard for a full year. Mm-hmm. The second thing is that this is just a fun little aside, but saw one of my favorite movies of all fucking time that I can literally quote front to back. Like, just no fucking way. And a chick flick too. So it's not even like a movie that he would like or wanted to see. Like, he did that for her. And that...
Are you going to tell them the movie?
You're it's Legally Blonde.
You were like mystifying.
What, like it's hard?
What? That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, like...
I was going to say that about him walking down stairs.
What, like it's hard?
Like it's hard. Your legs work.
You would have thought they didn't.
I didn't know.
Yeah, so anyway, all that just being like a crushing blow. Mm-hmm. If I was just watching you do things with another girl or just like, you know, watching you move on, of course that would be hard. But it's like, that is like the top reason we broke up.
That's like him going to like a Hive Mind live taping with her. I'm not kidding. Sorry, I don't want to put that in your head, but you know what I mean? Like... It's the specificity.
That almost made me throw up.
Well, he didn't, but the specific thing that he did.
Yes. And it's just in general, just the idea that like you were willing to lose me over it. Like I said, can you do this? And you said, no, I cannot. And I said, I will leave you if you don't. And you said, okay, that's fine. And then you immediately turned around and took another girl to do all of these things.
Yeah.
It is as...
There's no words to describe how painful that shit is.
I was just about to say, as fun as it is to be bitchy about it, and it's funny.
It hurts.
I thought seriously about driving off the bridge when I was driving home from Kentucky. Like, I was just like, no, I didn't. But you know what I mean? Like, it was fucking dark as fuck. And then I just sat here and was like, huh. And then I went to sleep, whatever. Pride was the next day. And then I got home from Pride, took a nap, and then I just couldn't help myself. Had to.
Had to what?
Text him, obviously.
Oh, word.
Like, okay, so when we did talk in person, and it was like a pretty fruitful conversation, I talked about on here where we talked about how like a lot of things could have been solved if we had just communicated. And I don't love the way that I've gone about expressing myself through this shit. I either crash the fuck out on Twitter, crash the fuck out on here, or crash the fuck out on his phone.
You're preaching to the choir.
Right. So after we talked, he kept posting like the snap memories or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I replied to one and I said, like, I'm not like asking you to stop. I'm not like trying to police what you're doing, but I am trying to like approach things in a different way rather than just like talking about you on the podcast or like whatever. And like, it is like really like painful and also just kind of irritating because I know how you use your Snapchat. Like, I know that you're posting a picture that I took of you, that like, we're having a beautiful moment together and I'm taking photos of you and then you're posting it and some girl is responding with like the fire emoji or whatever the fuck. Like, I just hate it. Like, and I don't need you to really do anything about it, but I'm just trying to
express my feelings in a different way.
Yes, I'm trying something new.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, I never thought about it that way. I appreciate you saying it. And like, he really hasn't posted anything since then, which like also makes me feel guilty because I've made you like censor your Twitter, censor your Instagram, censor your Snapchat. Like, he hasn't censored those. He just blocked or like privated both of them. But I know that he probably feels a little bit like
Well,
this is annoying as fuck. Like, I just want to live my life and do what I want.
I think
can't.
if it was like fully that, he would just still do it and be like, fuck your feelings. I think there is an element of respect.
For sure.
And yes, maybe it's annoying, but
sure.
like...
I also know that it feels very annoying to be policed on your own socials and your own fucking podcast. So I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So after that, I was like, okay, like that was well received. That felt way better than me freaking the fuck out. So I texted him 2 nights ago and I was like, I'm trying not to crash the fuck out. And I want to communicate, but I also I was like, what's the point of like communicating? Like, I don't want to be friends. I don't think I don't really know. And he was like, well, please don't crash out. And I was like, whatever. It was like this whole long conversation. And he was being an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Like, was just like, LOL, I got asked to go to the movies. And I was just like, bro, this isn't fucking funny. I really don't appreciate your response to this. Like, I'm trying. And like, you stop downplaying it. Like, this isn't just about the movies. Like, it is literally like so painful to have broken up over something that is so clearly easy for you to do. So you easily could have done it and we could have not broken up.
I got asked like...
I said, how many things did you got asked so many things.
Right.
Anyway, whatever. That's so, yeah. And then, I mean, I was just sitting here like sobbing, like uncontrollably, just so
was that
fucked
Saturday
up.
night? Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah.
I was doing quite the same.
Yes. And then I
Say it and then cut it if you need to.
Yeah, I sent a text that I won't say I regret sending it because I feel like such a sense of relief saying it, but I also am just so unsure in myself that like I don't know if that was like the correct thing to do. But I was just like, I like don't think I can do this, and like I fucked up, and like I want us to be together, and I don't know what I'm doing, and like I don't want it to be now, but like I can't like do this. I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I want to go home. Like, it's so fucked up out here, and I've only been out here for like 6 months. Like,
that's a long time.
I know, but whatever. And he was just like, woke up the next morning and was like, that is like a lot for me to process, and like I appreciate you expressing it, but like I need time. And I was like, no, like completely no pressure. I don't want it to be now or soon. Like, I'm not in that place at all, but like that's kind of just where I'm at, and I've been feeling that for a while, and like I don't know if that's gonna change, so I'm just letting you know.
I think that I don't see anything wrong with that.
No, I don't necessarily
What part
either,
of you regrets it?
because I'm not sure if that's true. Like, I'm still like,
I see.
I'm still like healing, and I'm still deciding in myself, like, are those feelings true, or am I in so much pain that I just want to make it go away? Or do I miss you so much that I can't handle not being around you?
That's my whole
or
thing.
do I actually want to be with you?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know. So I don't know if it was fair of me to like put that on him when I get it, but like,
yeah,
it is a very like serious situation. Like, I ruined both of our lives by doing that. So like, it's not something to like just toss around for fun.
yeah, but you didn't do it willy-nilly. First of all, you didn't end it willy-nilly. It was
For sure.
a long time of thinking about it, and like you reached a point. And I do think that like in that conversation saying like I don't want it now, I want time, makes it all okay. It's like,
Yeah.
even if you don't know if you meant it, it's like, well, let's see what happens in time.
Yeah, and like a law of time, because like,
Yeah.
one, like, I know you're not gonna end whatever the fuck you got going on to get back with me. Like, you're having so much fun. So
much fun.
And I'm not gonna like have that be a factor in the back of my head. Like, another bitch to worry about. I'm already worried about fucking
Yeah.
you name her. I'm worried about her. So
Yeah.
it's not even like that, but it is, you know.
So it depends on the day and the moment.
Sure.
Right?
No, I mean, we got to a point where I wasn't fucking worried about shit. We were probably going to get married. Like,
oh, no. I thought you meant now. Like, where you're worrying about other bitches. Because I go in phases of, again,
well,
different
we're not,
situations.
exactly. Like, we're not, like, on and off. He has no loyalty to me. Like, I'm worried. Like, I'm thinking about the girl that he's dating.
Right.
And, like, there are thoughts of other girls occasionally, but it's not, like, I'm not spending my time, like, worrying about what he's doing because, like, there's no commitment or loyalty. There's no, like...
Yeah.
I can't really explain it, and I'm obviously doing like what I want us to both be doing that. I wish he was doing it in a very different way.
Yeah.
I wish he wasn't like locked in on one person and had been since basically the day we moved out, because that sucks. Like you have a girlfriend, like you have the type of girlfriend that you always have. Like you have what we used to have. Like I know you. I know what you're doing. Like and you can say that it's fun, but like I know the vibes. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what's going on with me. Don't know if I'm going to leave that in or not. But all that being said, we're going to hang out Thursday.
You are.
So, well, yeah, he said the process thing, and I was like, there's literally no pressure. I don't want anything to change in the present moment. I'm just telling you because, you know, I've been feeling that way for a while. I don't think it's going to change, and I need time. I want time. Like, I do not, like, I don't even know what this would possibly look like. I'm just, like,
throwing it out.
Telling you my feeling. Just so you know that, like, you know, it's not like...
The door's not completely closed.
And it never has been, so...
Well,
it probably was for, like, 2 months, but... Yeah, and then I sent that text, and then I said, like, maybe you could come over Thursday, or this week. And he said, yeah, I could do that, so...
Well, there you go. And it seemed like in person you had a good combo, so hopefully you can do that again.
Yeah.
And you can kind of explain what you just did on the pod or not on the pod.
Yeah.
I do think that.
So sorry to disappoint.
I think in-person combos are so much better with people who have a hard time.
Are emotionally unavailable.
Mm-hmm, that was it.
Yeah. So we'll see. I guess I'll fucking keep you guys updated, or I won't include any of that. I don't know.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like I love us putting all of that on there, but at the same time, we have to protect ourselves. You can keep all my shit because at this point, I'm just like, Levi doesn't want to be with me. He's off and on with me. He has been seeing me and then blowing me off, and like you all should know that because I'm fed up.
Yeah, totally.
Love you.
Yeah.
Not watching.
Yeah. Same. I don't want to talk about them anymore. Like, I don't think that's what our fans want. Like, they want, like, going to gay camp and, like, me talking about my dating chronicles.
I think a lot of our friends that watch want to hear that.
Well,
shit.
yeah, for sure. But I think it's more fun when we talk about fun stuff.
Well, yeah.
And not, like, deep, dark depths of my despair
Sometimes
topics.
it's a good outlet.
No, for sure. But I am going to keep dating. Like, I am still, you know, doing whatever. And,
oh my
like,
God,
I
I've
will
fallen
have
in love
more
again
stories.
and again and again lately.
Yeah,
I
fallen
didn't
in
even
love
get to
again
that.
and again.
So our camera
Yeah.
overheated again.
For the second time.
And so did we.
And once again, no idea what we were talking about. Like, I'm getting back together with my ex, whatever. I'm not, because he doesn't want to, but, like,
Same,
whatever.
and same. I would love to. Hit
Any
me up.
fucking way. No.
Well, I would.
I know you
Not in the
would,
way things
but,
are
like,
going.
I think we need to, like...
I know what we need to do.
Start
but
talking about it differently. It's the power of the tongue. Like, we've talked
well, I
about
think
before.
that could go both ways. Like, the power of the tongue of, like, I need to move on, or the power of the tongue, like, things are going to change and get better.
And I
You know what I mean?
It's because you have a Gemini moon, and I get it.
Fuck.
I have a Gemini
I keep forgetting
sun, and I get it. It is one of the, like, people do not understand the plight of the Gemini. Like,
It's
it
awful,
is
you
truly 50-50. I feel two things exactly equally at the exact same time, and they're opposite things. Mm-hmm. And I get that.
And then you stress out because I'm like, oh, I'm jinxing myself.
But can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Which I don't really want to say right now because...
Uh-oh.
But, you know, deep down, and once you actually make that choice, that wrestling in your mind will literally stop.
Yeah.
Like, I promise you, for years, I was at war with my own mind. And I convinced myself, I talked about this on here already, but convinced myself that that was anxiety. And that, like, the thoughts of, like, me not wanting to be with him were the anxious thoughts. And that the other thought, that there was something wrong with me. And that, like, oh, I just, like, I don't know who I am. I can't commit. Like, these are all me things. Literally, the second I ended it, I was like...
Yeah.
So maybe there's my answer. But obviously, again, different situation. I was in a terrible... I put myself in a terrible... This is what I was, like, apologizing for the other night. Was, like, I literally cannot believe that, like, again, I was thinking about it a lot. I processed it a lot. I did not make that decision on a whim. But I cannot believe that I threw away an 8-year-long relationship over conversations I was having. Are you fucking literally... Oh.
So what? Were you...
Girl, and then it died. Like, just, like, I can't believe I threw away an 8-year-long relationship over conversations I was having with myself. And then just, like, one day broke up with them. Instead of being, like... I've been feeling this way. Is there anything we could do? Like, da-da-da-da. And there's reasons for that as well. But it is, like, that was kind of a rash decision with someone I was very, very intertwined with and, like, would have married me. And, like, we had a whole life together. So.
Yeah, but also... those conversations, you don't have to keep all this, but, like, you were having those conversations with us, like, months prior to that.
Yeah, but I never had them with him, which is kind of crazy.
I just thought you were, like, will you do this with me?
Well, so it had been probably, like, a year and a half or 2 years since the last time that I, like, had a real conversation with him about anything.
Gotcha.
So when we moved into that apartment, I expressed a lot of shit to you guys. Never once brought any of that up to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. So it is a little crazy. Anyway, we gotta move on because we've been filming for like 4 hours. The camera's died 8 times. I don't fucking know.
Just, we'll figure it out.
Whatever. I don't
I'm
even
not there
care
yet,
about
but
that.
I need to rebrand.
The power of the tongue and the Gemini, yes. So, yeah, I really do think that you still, ultimately, at the end of the day, have instincts and you have a gut and you have intuition.
But then they switch it on you when they hang out with you once a week and act like they're in love with you.
I don't think your intuition switches on you. It never does.
I guess not, but, like, it's very convincing.
For sure.
So
I think that your brain and your heart can be swayed and your intuition cannot. And I have a lot of work to do on my intuition, but, like, that is something that, like, you have to, like, focus on. Like, that's why I say don't fucking use ChatGPT for tarot readings. Like,
I have never since.
I love that.
So use it for some therapy.
That's
lightly.
Fine. I do, like, intuition sound baths when
Okay.
I'm doing a tarot reading. I can give you some. I can't give you my main intuition crystal because it is literally from,
Well, just tell me. I have
a rock
so
in
many
Colorado.
crystals.
But things that are, like, good for the third eye chakra, like, really help with intuition. And I also feel really helped by stuff that's good for the root chakra because, like, as good as it is to get, like, heady and, like, spirituality, like, being grounded in reality and, like, I think tapping into your root chakra, like, helps you tap into your intuition.
Okay.
Rather than, I know you love, like, the heart chakra stuff, but rather than, like,
Well, I do. I
tapping
mean,
into
tripping
the-
shrooms every time I do. I feel like that's my, what do they call it? Third eye.
yeah.
And I swear to God, throughout this entire 2-year debacle, if you will, every time I trip shrooms, I'm like, he's just a guy. Like, we're all just, like, humans trying to do our best. Like, wish him the best. I don't care.
Psychedelics will 100% put things into perspective. Like what I was
But
saying.
then when
like
I
that,
wake up the next day, it's like
heartache
fuck.
city. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking off camera about like the zooming out of like in a moment, like not ruining a moment that's like very important in your life, or like pride, for example, which we'll get to, or like whatever, over something that you know is going to be temporary. Like I do think that psychedelics really, 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 really help you zoom out and give you so much perspective.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
I saw the entire world in my hands the first time I did acid. I was just like, oh, I get it all now. None of this matters.
And it matters, but it's like, it's not the emphasis that I was putting on it. I swear every single time I do shrooms, like I'm not like crying over him. I'm like, oh my God, he's just a guy and I'm fine and he's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
However,
there is also something to be said about the fact that every single ounce of serotonin in your body is being pulled to the forefront of your brain when you're on shrooms, and then you're depleted of it. So,
yeah, it feels like that.
Yeah, that's what
not always,
psychedelics do.
Well,
mushrooms specifically, acid's a whole other journey.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
we should get into that.
I've been there, not during this, but
acid.
Anyway.
Any fucking way.
It is good to have perspective, and it's hard to get that when you're in the
I just think that like
throes of it.
The after effects of shrooms like are tough. Like I wouldn't be able to handle a shroom hangover while going through a heartbreak, because it's literally like the depths of fucking despair. Like it is
in my
one of the worst drug hangovers besides Molly for me.
I think sometimes it is. For me, mostly because I stay up so late, so I'm like tired. But what we were talking about again off camera is that like they can taste your energy changing. Like they can feel it. So like anytime I've done it throughout this specific person and I, like it's shit changes because I'm like, oh, I'm chill. Like I'm the core of who I am, which is like listening to music, laughing, writing, having fun, seeing things from like a grander perspective. But I mean, it's not like I can be tripping shrooms 24/7. Haven't even done them in a while since last time I said I was.
Yeah.
Probably 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But it's all very interesting. Don't care. Let's talk about pride.
Yeah.
I thought we already did.
We didn't.
Which
is crazy.
We've been edging it.
We've been breadcrumbing pride, and it's not like it's all leading up to literally nothing. Like
yeah, literally we went.
Absolutely nothing happened. It was hot as fuck. I got burnt. Whatever.
Hard to find people.
Yeah.
Levi hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I got in a bad mood. Then I got in a better mood.
Mm-hmm.
We danced.
I had a really fun time.
I did overall.
Yeah, I was really ready to go out, and then everyone bailed, and then I ended up having a terrible time. I think he just fell asleep. He ended up staying out way long, and then went to home at like 9, and I was like, okay, girl, and then he fell asleep at some point.
He was all about, let's go out.
Oh, absolutely.
Saying, I'll buy all your drinks. I was like, well, it's not about that.
Yeah.
It kind of was, but I needed to hit the hay early. But next year we're going all out.
So that's what we were saying off camera.
We're bringing Pride back next year.
Yeah, like Pride kind of flopped this year all around. Like
not like in terms of them, like Pride.
For sure.
They did a great job. Just want to make that clear.
It was beautiful and amazing, and like Pride's always great. Like, and I love seeing like people bring their kids, and like it's just a really beautiful, joyous expression. But
for
Mackenzie and I were talking about this recently, like after like Stonewall or like just gay protests, rallies, riots, whatever, they went out and like got fucked up and like queen the fuck out. And that is like part of resistance, is like getting fucked up. Like, I don't know. So, yeah, we need to bring it back next year. I feel like the last 2 years, well, last year was great for me.
Last year I crashed out, but then we went out and had such a good time.
Oh my God, you did end up coming out.
Yeah, we went to Birdcage.
Yes, I had a great time.
But that's the other thing I was going to say is like
Rip.
Every Cincinnati gay bar is closing.
So, well, maybe by next year we'll have 3 new ones open, you know?
And also like everywhere. Like we were talking about that one bar that's giving free shots to anyone wearing a rainbow. Like we don't have to go to like Bloom.
We don't have to go to Bloom or Alice. We could have gone to Queen City Exchange, 901, like the Pitch even. I don't care.
I love 901.
Yeah, never been. I can't remember if that's true. Sorry, I said that. But yeah, we were just saying how this year, like, I literally wore a tank top and jorts. Like, every other year, I have had, like, an outfit change. I have, like, gone full the fuck out. And, like, it wasn't giving this year.
It wasn't
like,
giving.
I feel like no one had, like, real set plans. I think the problem is, too, is the bars are part of it. Like, I'm not getting to Alice at 7 p.m. so that I can guarantee getting in the door and then hanging out till 11.
Nah,
Like,
never.
it's just a lot. So I don't know, but we were saying we're going to start planning it in like May. We're going to get a big group. Like the year we went from your apartment, like we have to do that again.
When my little
we
sister
know,
came?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone we know, we're waking up at the crack of fucking dawn. We're drinking. We're going to the parade. We're going to the festival. We're going home, taking a nap, and we're coming out with a vengeance.
Absolutely. And you know what? Now that you say that, we should just do like a Pride redo with all of our friends.
Yeah, I agree.
Like soon.
Yeah.
And be like not next year Pride.
Oh, like,
I'm saying
just,
like soon. Be like,
it's Pride night.
We're redeeming ourselves.
It's not just in June.
Yeah. It's not just in June.
I'm just like FC Cincinnati for real.
I do want to say that the next day, so yesterday, I was in my bed, woke up, and I was just like, ugh, scrolling my phone. And Tilly's, my favorite gay bar forever, posted, we're having a cookout. Like, you all need to nourish yourselves after Pride. Like, free burgers, free hot dogs. Like, come through. And I was like, I'm going to do that.
Did you?
I literally went, made a plate, ate, and then went home.
Oh,
it was so beautiful and sweet of them. Yeah, I was like, because I've also like, I don't know if I've talked too much about like the whole like weight loss journey on here, but I've touched on it. And it hasn't been all toxic and bad, but there is such a sense of like, I need to look a certain way, and throughout my whole life, not just recently, but I was like, I'm gonna go eat a fucking burger and baked beans and potato chips and like Queen out, and like my friend Patrick was there like hosting and drag, and I was like, I'm just gonna go, yeah, Lady Phaedra, and I was like, I'm just gonna go eat a fucking burger and enjoy myself, and then afterwards I was like, I'm so tired, I'm gonna go nap. Napped the whole day, took ZQL last night, slept forever, took a nap today. Bitch is tired. So I loved that.
I love that.
And the burger was good.
I bet.
It was from the grill.
I love grilling out. I mean, I don't think we even have time to talk about weight and eating and all of that, but there is much to be said.
Forever. Lorde has a new song on her album called Broken Glass that's all about her eating disorder, and it's one of the most beautiful, good songs ever. You should listen.
I absolutely will. The only thing that I needed to tell you from Pride that you don't yet know, which is so fucking funny.
I have another thing from Pride that I forgot.
Okay.
But go ahead.
We were verbally assaulted. You went to go pee. Jake was fucking chowing down on his loaded fries.
Those are so good.
Me, Michaela, Shayla, and their other friend named Michaela.
Love them all.
Absolutely love them all. We're just sitting on these two benches, and this man comes up. Like, rainbow down, old, almost looked like a sailor, like just scraggly beard, hair, like just very interesting vibe, comes up and just starts talking to us about something, like maybe one of their shirts or like whatever, just like making conversation, and we're like, yeah, like whatever, it's a little like weird, and then says, do you guys mind if I read you a poem I wrote? And we were like, fuck. What? Like, do we have to?
Wow.
Like, and then he just spoke this poem at us, and we were all just like, okay. Like, it was
now you know how
in
what's his
fucking
name?
sane.
Levi felt for 2 years. Because I'm like, can I read you this poem? He's like,
girl,
sure.
It was not like that. It was fucking crazy. And we were just like, oh my God, like, thank you. And then I thought he was never going to go away, but he finally did. Me and Jake were just like, And I felt bad because I feel like we almost like pawned him off onto them by like low-key doing our own thing. Like he was like locked the fuck in with Michaela the whole time, who's not even gay, by the way. Just like full ally, like so straight as fuck.
What was the poem about? I wonder.
Like tree or whatever. Like I don't know, just like being gay.
Oh.
It was very, very.
Was it like good?
No,
Oh,
like
well,
it wasn't like. It was just uncomfortable. Like you just don't do that to people at Pride.
I wouldn't.
Like I appreciate your gay journey, but like my gay journey is to not listen to poetry right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when you walked up, I was like, Bobby, we were just verbally assaulted, and then I never explained, but that's what happened. It was fucking crazy.
And I also like was so locked in on Jake that I was like, cool.
And who wasn't?
2 things from Pride. At one point, my mom and Dina and I took a photo.
Oh my God, we never even said we met. Well, I met. You've obviously met her your whole life. Our biggest fan.
Erin finally met Mackenzie's future mother-in-law, I would say.
Yeah. And
Dina Manessi, who was there at the hospital when I was born. Like, my dad and Mike have been friends since childhood. We've been through this.
Yeah, and Mackenzie's obviously our biggest fan. Hey, girl, love you so fucking much.
Hey, girl, we love you so much.
And love Dina. And she's also a fan. She was literally like, mind you, we have never met. I've never seen this woman a day in my life.
She saw you at a restaurant recently.
What?
Yeah.
Hate that.
No, she was like, oh, I think I saw your co-host.
Huh.
And I was like, oh my God.
I wonder where.
I'll figure it out.
That scares me. I don't like to be seen in public because I don't want someone's mom to ever perceive me when I don't know that they're there and I'm just having a good time. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't worry about her.
Cool.
She loves us.
She was literally like, oh, like I love the hair color change. And I was like, oh my God, you're like a fan.
No, she watched.
She was like, yeah, you were like in the wedding dress. And I was like, Dina, are you kidding me?
And I'm like, I'm so sorry that you watched this. And we were talking to my mom too. Like, I'm like, Mom, still don't watch.
Continue not watching Lori, please. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she will.
She was like, do you guys talk about me on there? And we were like, girl, no.
She
like,
comes up.
Yeah.
Like my mom.
Yeah, for sure. Love her.
Anyway, so we all took a photo and I set my fanny pack down. 30 minutes later, Erin goes to find a fan, which is the whole thing.
Girl.
Well,
bitch, why would it be so hard for me to find a fan at Pride? Like,
I know, that's the thing.
First of all, I scoured the entire, like if you're looking at the stage, the entire left side of the festival. Like I reached the end and came back. No fan in sight.
Yeah,
I found one fan and it was one of those ones on like a fucking stick.
Hate.
They said $2. I'm sorry?
Mind you, I didn't have $2 because the rest of my story is that I set my fanny pack down and lost it. I did not pick it back up. 30 minutes later, I realized I don't have it. And I said, oh, fuck. Ran away from them, went to the spot.
Mind you, I'm gone this entire time.
Yeah.
I had no idea how long I was gone until I got back and you guys told me that was 30 minutes. And I was like, what the fuck?
I go to the, like, photo. It was like a balloon arch thing. And I asked the nearby booth. I'm looking around. I'm like, did someone turn in a fanny pack? And this bitch goes, no. And I was like, oh, okay. My whole life is in there. My wallet, my keys, my oil.
Mind you, someone did.
Mind you, well, not to them.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, so I'm like, fuck. And then I'm like, oh, I have the Tile app. Thank fucking God for my mom talking about her again.
She always comes out.
I'm like tracking my wallet on there. And it's like, keep walking. I'm on top of it. I'm like, who has it? I see the merch booth. I go up to the merch booth. I'm like, did anyone turn in? I couldn't even finish my sentence when none other than Cameron Winters, who we
went to high school with.
I went to grade school with him, high school, like
obsessed.
Was like, oh my God, Bobby, I was just messaging you on Instagram because someone turned in your fanny pack, and I opened it and I was like, there's no way. Like, I know him. Like, it's all gonna be fine. And I was I gave him a hug. I was like, you have no idea. Thank you so much. That would have ruined my life. So I got it back. Came back. Erin still isn't back. And then she comes back. And I'm like, girl, you missed it all. And then she has a popsicle stick fan.
Bitch. So that was the thing. So I finally got to this table. And they just had fans on their table. Like, they were using fans they had gotten from another booth at their booth. And I literally walk up and I said, where did you get these? And at this point, I'm fucking dripping sweat. Like, I'm so angry. I'm like, why can't I just find a stick with a piece of paper on it at fucking Pride? Like,
Right.
They should be giving these out left and right.
They
I
were
was
at the
so
parade,
angry.
but
I missed the parade, but I'm so glad I did. I slept like a baby, and
amazing.
I don't care about the
The
parade.
parade was the most fun part of it to
I
me.
love the parade, and we're going next year, so no worries.
I'll probably be in it, so no worries.
Yeah. But she was like, oh, we got these at the Walgreens booth, but they're out. And she was like, just have mine. And I'm like, are you sure? Absolutely loved her.
I
so
love
then I
her.
walked back like,
Cool off.
yeah. Didn't help at all. Fucking 600% humidity.
And then the Levi shit happened. I was in a bad mood. Then Jake came back with Aaron. We all found each other again. And, like, the vibes were rejuvenating for sure. And my mom and Dina left. So we're walking and we find Shayla, Michaela, and Michaela. Hilarious. And on the way to them...
Bitch, I fucking forgot.
The sexiest guy. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, he was hot.
He was cute.
Says, hey, can I get you on the news? And I said...
My time to shine.
My time to shine. It was not my time to shine. Because he started with, like... How's Pride going? And I was like, I'm queening out listening to the free iHeartRadio app.
And, like, we thought it was going to be one of those things where, like, they film a bunch of people and just, like, clip some things together in, like, their little news segment.
It was.
No, this turned into, like, a full-fledged interview.
Oh, no. Let me talk.
Okay.
He says, how's Pride? Like, it's a big crowd this year. And I'm like, oh, my God, slay.
Like, is it bigger than last year?
Yeah.
Like, how's the food?
He goes, do you want all trans people to die? Like, that's basic. He said, how do you feel about all the legislation recently about this? Mind you, I'm wasted and coming off the heels of, like, crashing out over my ex. And I'm just like, so, like, I don't say anything, like, intelligent. I said, like, nice.
You did totally fine.
I said nice, fluffy things.
It was very neoliberal.
It was very, like, reach out to your resources. We all need to have each other's backs. Like,
I mean, he caught you off fucking guard and is asking you, like,
mind
he's
you,
acting
flirting.
like you're at a protest and you're, like, charged up with, like, points to make. You're literally just wasted at Pride.
And I was like, whoa. So I do my best. Mind you, he's fucking me with his eyeballs.
Oh.
And he was. Like,
Yeah.
you can attest. Me and him, I should have got his number.
I almost did.
So I'm like, fuck. They posted the news story.
I need to see it.
They cut me out.
The whole thing?
I'm not in it. They put people who knew what they were talking about in it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Let's give them a platform, please.
And I
Mind
was
you,
like,
while he's asking you these questions, Jake leans over to me and goes, is a cis white male like who they should be asking these questions to?
literally. No, it wasn't. But the people who got on the thing were cis white people.
Of course.
But anyway, so I had nothing good to say. I think, again, it was like inspirational and blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't like what they were going
Hilarious.
for. But it was, the most funny part was that it started just like, Pride's so big this year. How do you feel about the legislation? What can people do? And I'm like,
do you believe that everyone on Earth should have equality, and tell me why?
and I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
I do.
Actually.
He said gay rights.
So
It was amazing.
very different than when I was interviewed in Salt Lake City Pride and I got on the news. And
you said what now?
I'm wasted in it.
Yes.
Saying, I just think everyone is like trying to have a good time or something like that. Like so dry. We'll clip it.
Yeah,
We
it's
won't
really
we
fucking
always say
funny.
we will and we don't.
Well, do.
Let me find it. Can I show you right now? It's
I've seen it, honey.
I know, but I forget what I said. Page isn't available. They deleted it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
You have a screen recording of it on your phone somewhere.
You think?
If you don't, I'm gonna literally freak out. That's like ancient text.
I know.
That's like a National Treasure historical
I have
monument.
a screenshot of the article. Even when there are setbacks and rainy days, there's a lot happening in the world today, so it's important to come together,
Bobby said.
And I stand by that.
Period.
There's a lot happening in the world. I don't know what it is, because at the time I was crashing out over David. I need to get my head out of my ass.
Truly, and celebrate Pride.
Yeah,
We're gonna do a do-over.
Yeah.
I have to tell you something so funny about the very man who found your wallet, your fanny pack,
Cameron Winters.
that we went to high school with.
Yeah.
Had the biggest fucking crush on him, obviously.
So nice. Yeah. We were friends from a young age.
I wanted him so fucking bad. And one day, I kind of shot my shot, like very mildly.
Like in high school? Or when?
Probably like right after I graduated. Like I think it was like the summer I graduated.
Okay, so me and him were in like 6th grade.
Bitch, he was
Her name's
2 years
Amani.
younger than me. I shot my shot a little bit via Twitter. And he took the bait and asked me to go get ice cream. Like we were fully planning a fucking date, bitch.
Yeah.
Me and my toxic, psycho, abusive ex, who to everyone else in the world told I was fucking crazy, he didn't want anything to do with me, da-da-da-da-da, had my Twitter on his phone somehow. Like I logged in once and he never logged out. Reads all those fucking messages, starts getting literal notifications of a man asking me on a date. Texts my phone and is like, oh, you're gonna go get ice cream with Cameron Winters, and like reads like verbatim, tells me what we're talking about. And I was just like, oh my God, like I'm so
I'll kill myself.
ruined my chances with that man. I never went on the fucking date, and then he obviously wanted nothing to do with me after he saw what type of crazy shit I was involved in. But that same man would go around and tell everyone like I was fucking crazy. Huh. So yeah,
That's a bummer.
he's like one of my 12 that got away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's probably engaged or married with a kid or whatever.
I have no idea, but I loved that he was at Pride and saw my thing.
We're talking ally down.
Oh, he was always very sweet.
Yeah, he really was.
Anyway, well, that's a bummer.
I know.
Hit him up now. Be like, don't want to get ice cream. It's on Bobby because now I have his wallet.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it here.
I have 3 more topics somehow.
Great.
Do you have any?
I don't know. I haven't looked at my phone in hours.
I know, it's been a really long time. We like need to wrap it up, but I love the topics.
I mean, yeah. Like, some are saying 3 more.
This sucks. Do any of them?
I can run off 2 of them really quick.
Do it.
Last Tuesday, I went to see Wicked in the park. Sorry, trauma. And I fell in love with this guy. That was it.
Love.
He's moving to Chicago today.
Oh, are they all?
Specifically today. I told him, like, I'll see you
Bye,
there.
girl.
Love him. The other one, my TikTok boyfriend and I broke up. Because he followed me on Instagram, and he's not who he appears to be on his TikTok profile picture. Like, not cute, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, ta-ta to that.
TTFN.
Yeah, love you, though.
Forever. Okay. Speaking of more boys, I was at volleyball the other night. And by
Yeah.
the other night, I mean fucking 3 weeks ago. Because we haven't filmed in so long. And this was like literally the first topic I wrote down. And I'm on a court, and then there's people playing on the court next to us. That court ends up coming over and joining us, and we're playing sixes. I'm on a team with Jake. He's in the back middle. I'm in the front right, okay?
Hot.
And this guy that he was just playing with over there is setting, so he's in the front middle.
Who is he? Sorry, leading into the Jake bit.
We're standing there, like, middle of the game. Like, we're all fully playing. We've been playing for a while, middle of the game. Jake leaves his position, comes over to me, and whispers in my ear, the guy at the net said, like, who's the beauty in blue? Like, about...
And it was you?
And we were like... I was like, oh my God. And he, like, told him, whatever. But then we were like... our friend Jonathan overheard us, and he was like, wait, like, I'm wearing blue shorts, Brylan's wearing blue shorts, this girl's wearing blue, like, and we were like, fuck, like, who's it about? We're, like, trying to figure out who's it about, and then Jake's like, he just, like, literally pointed at you, like, it was about you, and I was like, okay, like, oh my God, stop, he's hot as fuck, and then, but then the whole rest of the night, like, anytime anyone's wearing blue, we're like, wait, like, maybe it was them, like, whatever, and then he ended up telling me later, like, well, I just, like, told him what your name was, and, like, whatever. But then I remember the next day that when me and him were at the net at the same time, I like didn't put this together. He literally said to me, "How's it going, Aaron? How have you been?" And I didn't know who he was at all.
Was that after you found out that he...
It was before. And so
Wait.
I'm so confused. And so I was like, I was a little caught off guard. I think he could see it in my face that I had no idea who he was. And I was just like trying to clock it, who he was. And I was like, I'm good. How are you? I like forgot how to talk.
I was like...
And then, how have you been? And I'm like, what do you mean, how have you been? Like, we've never, like, what's going on? So then the next day I was like, Jake, he could not have been talking about me. Like, why did he ask me how I've been? Like, we've met before, but then ask you who I was. Like, I was so fucking confused. And then I remembered that I subbed for his team like a month prior, and like we've fully met, exchanged text messages. I played on a quads team with him at another place. So like, then I was even more confused because I'm like, okay, maybe he just like forgot who I was and didn't realize that was me. I've also dyed my hair since then.
Yeah.
So
true.
then he like asked Jake who I was, whatever. So I message him and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I just put it all together, like who you were. I'm so dumb. Like, I can't believe Just, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he was like, oh my God, yeah, like last night was so fun. You're funny as fuck. And I was just like, oh, like, you don't say, am I? Like, how funny? How funny am I?
Right.
And then we like chit chat for a minute, whatever. And he asked which one Jake was because I said Jake's name. And he was like, which one's Jake? And I was like, oh, just like explain him, whatever. And then I decide to just like send it. And I'm like, I think you asked him about me with the eye emoji.
Oh, no.
Oh, honey.
He says...
I said, I think you maybe asked him about me. Eye emoji. He said, oh yeah, I felt bad I couldn't remember his name. But same with you. I thought I asked Jonathan what your name was, though, because I don't think I would have asked someone whose name I also don't remember. And I was just like, I never answered.
Was he not the guy?
I don't know. He was the guy. But now I'm like, fuck, maybe I wasn't I just was like, maybe he just didn't realize I was flirting, or like maybe he didn't say what Jake thought he said. Like maybe he said, who's that bitch in the blue shirt? I don't know. But I was just like, ooh, damn, that felt like really getting rejected. So I just kind of walked it back and never answered again. So yeah, that was embarrassing.
Aw.
It's fine.
Love. I was writing a poem. It didn't go long. I'm not going to read it to you on the spot.
Please, God.
But it was about how I don't have a humiliation kink despite the way I've been treated.
Popular belief.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, by the way, I don't have a humiliation kink, so please stop.
For those wondering.
I
don't either. I don't even know how to segue into these last two topics.
Oh, just say them.
One is just, oh my God, I actually have so many more.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so one is that probably that same night, we ended up going to Waffle House afterwards, and I was out until 5 a.m. on a school night. We were at volleyball till 2, and then we went to Waffle House and literally were at Waffle House for 3 fucking hours.
Wow.
And we literally, I wrote down Waffle House till 5 a.m. looking at Brenna's ex's horse cock, talking about the existential dread of America is what it's really all about.
It really is.
So,
I've always said that.
Me too, and it was like very Sex in the City coded, but it was like grimy Waffle House at 5 a.m. instead of like Cosmos over brunch with your like rich friends.
Same vibe.
Same vibe.
Right.
Our friend goes to the bathroom. Her friend, who's 20 years old and a boy, was like, oh my God, has Brenna showed you guys her ex's dick? And we were like, no, babe, she hasn't. Like, what? And he was like, you need to see it. It's like insane. And we were like, what the fuck are you talking about? She gets back to the table and I'm like, girl, we need to see it, obviously.
Right.
And like, mind you, the two guys are straight. The one guy's like very straight and he's like, no, yeah, I'd like to see it. Like, I mean, we've hyped it up. I may as well get a glimpse. Never. I've never seen a dick like this in my entire life. I wish. I'll ask her if she'll send it to me.
Yeah, please.
When I say third leg, like it was like I wouldn't even like want to have sex with him. I'd be scared. Like it was like that tight. I literally was like, is that a prosthetic? And she was like, no, I fucked him for months. Like, it's like that. And I was like, first of all, how are you still breathing? Second of all, holy shit, congratulations. I was not familiar with your game, girl. Like, it was, like, down to fucking here. Soft.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It reminds me of one guy that I used to fuck.
Chris?
Who? Oh, Chris? No.
He was just tall.
Andrew. But anyway.
Yeah, so that was crazy. And then literally we sat around and talked about, like, politics and sociology and the psychology of, like, the red pill incel market infiltrating the, like, teen young white men of it all. We talked about that for so fucking long. We talked about, like, how women will never understand what it's like to be a man and men will never understand what it's like to be a woman. But I was like, except I just will and you guys just won't. And they didn't like that. But I was just like...
It's not that complicated.
It's like, you think I don't get what it's like to be a man? Because it's like... Because I was like...
I am a man.
I think the word you're looking for is... I will never experience what it's like to be a man. But that doesn't mean I don't understand it.
Yeah.
And, like, I have a lot of empathy for men's problems. Like,
yeah, we talked about
that's what I was saying is, like, I feel like online discourse and, like, the, like...
It just builds into the whole toxic masculinity thing, and they feel like they have to be a certain way.
Yeah,
which is bad.
That's what we were talking about. And, I mean, I was just... I actually can't get into this.
Okay.
I'm going to save it for next week. It's, like, way too much.
Great.
But anyway, it was just, like, really funny, the juxtaposition of, like, horse cock and then, like, trying to solve gender inequality at the Waffle House at 5 a.m. So that was that.
The new single by Lana Del Rey. Horse cock and trying to solve gender inequality at the Waffle House at 5 a.m. by Lana Del Rey.
We should, like, write that into her. Like, she would eat that up.
She would eat both the title and the horse cock up. Just kidding. She's married.
Me too.
To the gator.
Speaking of the Sex and the City of it all.
Fuck. I haven't caught up.
I forgot it existed. I haven't either.
I've been debilitated.
For sure.
Yeah.
Not where I was going.
Oh, great.
So, our colleague, Shane, DJ Boy Wife, if you will.
Oh, yeah. Our colleague.
Was on this podcast called Culture Clash. Mm. And I watched it. It was more like interview style. Okay. From there, I found this girl called Sex and the Cincy.
Oh, I've heard.
She has... We need to, like... She needs to give us a master class, honestly, on how the fuck to do any of this.
Wait, did you tell me about her?
I think so, probably.
Okay. Because I recently heard of her.
Yeah. So she messaged me, like, earlier today or yesterday and was like, girl, like, we need to, like, collab, like, da-da-da-da. And I was like... I've been meaning to fill out your thing. Bobby and I want to do back-to-back episodes. Like, I'd love to have you on the show, like, whatever. But, like, when I say a brand, honey, like, she is a brand and we need to take notes. And this is why we need to talk to her. Because when you go to her Linktree, it's like, listen on Apple, listen on Spotify, listen on iHeart Radio. And she has sponsorships.
I have a lot to say about that. And that's what you were talking about earlier when I was saying pussy.
And I said fuck. And I was like, let's chill.
I said that
I know, but I can't.
We can.
I can't.
We have to.
Okay, but she talks about sex.
We can talk about it.
She cusses.
But we need
not as much as we do.
We need to, like, reel it in a little bit because, like, I famously work at iHeartRadio.
I know.
I could pitch my podcast and be like, someone sponsor it, get it at least on the platform to begin with, and, like, people would eat us up.
I know. It's so hard.
And when that happens, we'll make a Patreon.
Okay. I can get on board with that.
Okay. Because we really can't just stop saying pussy cunt. But
exactly.
But, like, we could if it means we're making money and getting
saying
viewership.
My next topic.
And, like, I'm going to be so real. I think if our podcast got, like, a little bit famous, that would heal a lot of my heartbreak. I'm not kidding. I think about that all the time. I'm like, if I was a celebrity, I wouldn't care. I would care, but I would leave, like, Easter eggs in my interviews, and then it would be like, I'm so slay. I changed my number. That's the vibe I want. So I think we need to talk to her and be like, how'd you get on iHeart?
No, I do too. And
because,
I think that...
Hello, I have a
job there.
Yeah. I work there.
Anyway, but I really do think that, like, Culture Clash, hers, and our, like, we could kind of be, like, there's kind of, like, a podcast culture coming up in the gay scene, and we kind of need to, like...
stick together.
I would love to have all of them on and, like, go on theirs.
Even
and, like,
before that, we need to have just, like, let's all have dinner.
Oh, my God, I would love to.
Hit her up.
I literally listened to their episode. I messaged DJ Boywife, and I was like, Shane... oh my fucking God, we need to have you on the podcast immediately, or you and I just need to hang out, because he was talking about his 8-year-long relationship that ended very recently. Like, we were in the same not the same, but like that length of time of a relationship at the exact same time, and like pretty much ended at the same time. And I was like, or we need to start a support group. I don't fucking know. All of that to say, we just had to cut so much because we did just fully have a marketing meeting, and we're no longer doing that on camera.
Right.
But we need to, like, link up with the podcast girlies. And I filled out her thing. I am going to definitely be on there. And I'm trying to get us back-to-back episodes. Because, again, I don't know if she can do 2 guests or not. I'll ask. And then have her on here.
Great.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. And Shane seemed like he would come on or hang out with me. So I'll let you know.
Well, great.
Which leads me to my last and final topic, which is not brand friendly at all. But whatever, this episode would have to be scrapped if we got sponsored anyway, so...
yeah.
We'll put out, like, one last one.
And honestly, if we got sponsored, anything that I've ever said, I'm a new person. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, we would...
I'm famous now.
I don't want to rebrand in that way.
I don't either. We'll keep them. Somehow.
I'm scared.
Well...
Whatever, you're gonna meet with that person and figure out, like, okay, how far can we take it?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I need to know.
I think, yeah.
What?
I just think a lot of things we, like, in every episode, there's probably something we said that will not be acceptable for iHeartRadio. Anyway, still a marketing meeting. Go on. Your last topic.
I feel like men.
You feel like men?
I feel like men are afraid to dick you down too good because they think you'll get attached.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. You know how I love to ponder and then just like bring up a thought I had in the shower on the podcast.
Absolutely.
This was one of them.
Okay.
This was like coffee fueled. I'm in the middle of working and I'm like, you know what?
In the shower?
No, 2 separate things. Where you got in the shower?
What?
It's from Legally Blonde.
Oh. Stop. I've never seen it. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Never seen it on a big screen at the park.
So, anyway, yes, I feel like men, straight men, I'm always talking from the perspective of straight men who fuck women.
Yeah.
Are too afraid to dick you down too good because they fear that you'll get attached. Which offends me to my core.
For sure.
Because, first of all, relax, buddy. No one was getting attached to you. Tripping when that dick is barely 3rd place, for fucking real.
Oh.
First of all. Second of all, like, you need to dick me down so that I don't cut you off. Like, this is basically an audition for you. Like, don't give me some half-ass shit because you're worried that if you give me the real thing, I'm going to catch feelings. Like, you need to be worried that I'm not going to catch enough feelings and I'm never going to speak to you again if you give me that half-ass dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this, like, based on a recent event?
No, it was just like, something I was thinking about. Like, it's just, like, I just feel like that's the vibe of just, like, I'm not going to put in my best work because then, like, I'll fall in love with you.
I also
over some dick? Please.
I have something to say about this.
Okay.
I think when you are a little bit emotionally involved with someone, it's way easier to, like, fully give it your all because there's no inhibition. Like, you're just, like, you know what I mean?
Your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the best sex I've ever had is with someone that I was in love with because there's, like, no bets off. Like, spit in my mouth, like, spank me super hard. Like, and I don't want that from a stranger necessarily. But I haven't bottomed in months. It's time.
Yeah.
And people have tried, by the way. But
yeah.
I'm like, I'm not there yet.
Okay. I feel kind of the exact opposite, which is a whole thing that I probably need to work through in therapy. But I don't know if I've ever talked about this on here, but I feel such a stronger sexual connection to strangers than I do. It's a fear of intimacy, obviously. But, like, I dread when I actually like someone the first time that we have sex. Like, I dread it so fucking much because I'm, like, I'm already emotionally involved. And if I don't like the sex that we have, like, I'll never speak to you again.
Yeah.
And I feel really bad about that. And I, like, need it to be good or I'm going to get the ick and then I'm going to not be into this and it's just going to be a whole thing and I'm going to feel bad and, like, whatever. So, like, I want everyone to, like, choke me, spit in my mouth, whatever. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then I feel like once my emotions are involved, I get, like, I feel like I care more what someone I love thinks about me. And so I have more inhibitions when I care about someone than if I don't.
I get that. But then I think once you get past that, it's like...
For sure.
Right.
There's definitely, like, a period. For sure.
Like, when I first started dating Levi, for example, like, I wanted to be like, oh, I'm perfect, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like...
all bets are off. Yeah. Yeah, my journey sexually is very interesting. Like, through a situation with someone. Like, I feel like I do, like, the opposite of, like, what most people do. And I just, like, don't approach sex very, like, normally.
I have a very weird relationship with
sex. I have the weirdest relationship with sex you could ever imagine. And I'm trying to mend it. And I'm trying to, like, work through it. Because there's so many things about the way that I, like, think about and approach sex that I don't understand. And I have a lot of self-awareness. Like, I am a very introspective person. Some are calling me a narcissist. Like, I think about myself all the time, for real. Like, I'm always trying to, like, evolve and grow and, like, just pondering things about myself and whatever. And sex is just one of those things that I can see, like, some of the roots of where some of the things come from, but I've really never been able to, like, piece it all together, which does worry me because there have been times where I wonder if something really fucked up and traumatic has happened to me in my life and I've completely repressed it.
I've thought about
to the
that
point
too.
where I literally cannot bring it to the surface, to the point where I won't be able to figure it out because I can't remember it. I've thought about that too, and I don't think that's the case for me, but I can't tell. I think mine is all Jason, because, like, when we were dating, he was, like, still trying to hook up with the guys who were younger than me, and I was, say with me, 18. 19. Scary. So I thought for a long time that mine was my first relationship, the guy I lost my virginity to, because he very much slut-shamed me for wanting to have sex with him.
Right.
So that made me, and then obviously, like, being raised religiously and the shame around it all, that really amplified the shame. So for a long time, I thought it was that. And then I thought back to, like, before I was having sex, I was still having, like, sexual experiences.
Yeah.
And I was still very weird even before I met him. So it is, unfortunately, something deeper than that for me.
Totally.
I just don't know for sure what it is. But anyway, this is a PSA. If you're dicking me down, do your big one.
It.
Like, just go for it. Like,
yeah, she's not gonna get attached, I promise.
Nope. And, like, I will, in, like, like, I am a lover girl.
In, like, a fun way.
In a fun way. And I will, like...
And you should be so lucky, men.
Oh, my God. The things... No. I am an incredible lover through and through. Sexually, romantically, emotionally, mentally.
We're pleasers.
Friendly. I'm, like, so fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
Like, I'm, like, kind of the ideal candidate.
For all of it.
For all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think, like, with all that, I'm trying to, like, figure out, like, who I am and, like, what I like sexually, because I was in a relationship for so long. I've never had a one night stand. Like, I live a whore lifestyle. I have a whore mindset, but, like, I really haven't had, like, as many sexual experiences as like my peers.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to, because I'm just trying to like navigate and like learn and like figure out what I want. Mm-hmm. But I think I just got a you up text. It's 10 p.m.
From who?
From the guy that came 11 times.
Aw.
I think that's him. Yeah. Mind you, at Chloe's fucking bachelorette party, like the one that was like here where we just went out.
Yeah.
Taylor was like, okay, like, how do you know he came 11 times? As if she's been thinking about this. And was like being skeptical about it. And I was just like, bitch, I saw it. Like, what do you mean?
And also,
how
like, even
know?
if, like, I didn't see it, let me have this. Like,
Literally.
I said it was true.
Like, God forbid a man come 11 times for me.
Right.
He was coked out of his fucking mind. We sexted for like 6 hours. Like,
that's...
duh.
Yeah.
But she was like, how do you know they weren't old videos? And I'm like, I don't need this fucking energy.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, he was wearing the same clothes. He was in the same position. It was the same lighting. It was the same device. Like, I know.
Let men come.
Let men come 11 times
always said
over
that.
me.
Yeah.
Like, obviously I made a man come 11 times and I will never question that. Like,
I wasn't questioning
do
it.
not bring that energy to me ever again.
That's wild.
But, like, for the record, he just did. Like, I don't know what to say.
No shit.
Some men do.
Come.
Yeah.
I'll keep going.
Really?
Till the cows come home.
Oh, honey,
absolutely.
that is, like, my fucking dream. I've never had that in real life. You put that hat back on right now and don't take it off again. Oh my God. No, my little Snapchat boyfriend right now, like, likes to keep going.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, okay, God damn. Like, I gotta go to sleep. Like, what the fuck? But I'm just like, I've never had that in real life. And I, like, have always wanted that.
I think you can find it. Dick her down the best you can. Like,
The first
give it your
time.
all.
The first, second, and third time, like, sometimes, okay, the very first time.
Like, we're nervous. We're
It's
getting
a
to know
little
each
weird.
other.
It's a little awkward getting to know each other. But, like, second third time.
Oh, honey.
Honey.
Yeah.
If you're not giving me your all. And I will say, to their credit, there are some people who do get very attached from, like, a sexual experience.
Okay.
I'm just not one of those people, which is why I'm giving that PSA. Like,
yeah.
I will the opposite of get attached if you don't.
I also think men do get attached as well, and they just hide it so well to the point where they're not going to give it their all because they're scared themselves, but they will never, like, even think that far. Yeah.
Maybe.
I think so. I
just feel like let's both not get attached and let's just have really good sex. Is that so much to ask for?
I don't think so.
Like, there is nothing about, like, you can literally fuck me the craziest way you've ever seen, and we get done, I'm gonna pat you on the ass and say good shit.
Yeah.
I have said good shit so many times.
Same. And I'm like, that was fun.
That's my favorite thing is, like,
you know what I've
shit.
said recently? Well, if there are no further questions, I'm gonna go.
Oh, that's so
I know you should
funny.
use it.
I'm gonna go.
But yeah, I haven't been fucked since Valentine's Day specifically.
Really?
Because if there's one shred of dignity I have with this whole off and on with him, I'm like, you're not fucking me because you fucked.
Well, you're still sucking dick and cock.
Doing all of the above and more. But you know what I mean? Like it's like a last, like...
Your cardinal treasure?
Like, yeah. I'm like, if you really wanted to...
I guess, but I think on some level, like...
Tay told me...
The other things that you're doing are sometimes better than sex. So
well,
you're still...
Probably cut all that. Bleep out the guy's name.
Oh.
But besides that...
Keeping it.
Keep it. Who cares at this point? But yeah, I'm just like, no,
Tay,
you don't...
what?
She was saying, well, you should just do it because it'll feel good for you. And I was like, true, but also like...
Will it? I don't know.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I don't mean, will it sensationally feel good for you, but like, will it
that's
feel
what
good
I'm saying.
for
Like,
you?
that's my one shred
I
of
feel like
dignity.
if you really want to commit to that bit, stop sucking dick and cock.
Well, that's a whole other thing now, but... But that's what sucks too, because I'm like, I enjoy all that too. I'm like, why can't you do all that and still be nice?
Because why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Exactly. Go
My
get the
mom
milk
has
from
always
someone
said
else.
that.
I'm sorry that the milk you got from other people wasn't as good, but that's not my fucking fault or problem.
Never will be.
Never will be.
But
Anyway.
anyway.
Sponsor us.
Yeah. If any local brands out there want to sponsor this podcast, please let us know in the comments below. Please reach out to my DMs.
You know Mackenzie's going to be like, if I had a business, I would sponsor you.
Jesus Christ, we've been filming for 2.5 hours, and this
Yeah,
is
we
going to
gotta-
be so horrible to edit.
But it's going to be such a good fucking episode.
Really good episode.
But we got to go.
We absolutely have to go. Love you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We will see you in the next one. Stay slutty. I'll say it.
Say it.
We need to stay slutty. Fuck you if you want to sponsor us.
Mind you, I hooked up with like 4 different people last weekend. So I am.
Yeah.
But in my mind.
I haven't had sex since fucking April.
At all.
At all. And it's June.
Oh, right.
And like early April. Like, I don't even remember it. Yeah, I do.
Anyway, we gotta go. Love you all so much, except for the ones of you who don't. Just kidding. Bye.
Bye.
Good job.
Good shit.
Good shit.
'Cause it wasn't sexy once, it wasn't forbidden. I would've
Died for your sins
instead I just died inside. And you deserve prison, but you won't get time. You'll slide into inboxes and slip through the bars. You crashed my party in your rental car. You said normal girls were boring, but you were gone by the morning. You kicked out the stage lights, but you're still performing. And in plain sight you hid, but you are what you did. And I'll forget you, but I'll never forgive the smallest man who ever lived.
Keep it. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I think you're right. Fuck it. No one's gonna watch anyway.